Welcome to 843 TV, where communities come to speak. I'm your host, Carrie Smoot with the Village Spa. Today we are at the Town Hall in the Council Chambers of Hilton Head Island, and I am with my host.
Hi, I'm Michael Burgess. I'm with the Technical College of the Lowcountry.
So I'm going to let everybody on our panel introduce themselves.
I'm Lavon Stevens. I'm with the Mitchelville Preservation Project, and I'm also a local musician and entertainer.
Sally Krebs. I'm the Sustainable Practices Coordinator for the town of Hilton Head Island, and I'm also an adjunct professor in biology at the University of South Carolina, Beaufort.
McNair, host of Hilton Head News.
So we are going to start with you, Miss Sally, since you're in the hot seat today. Thank you for being with us.
Sure.
So tell us a little bit about, you have recently been taken on the job of a Sustainable Practices Coordinator. So tell everybody what that is exactly.
Sustainable practices are actions that you take during your lifetime that help you to live a greener, healthier life. That's what my job is about. It's about educating people so that they have the knowledge in order to make small changes in their life that help them to do that.
When you talk about sustainability, can you explain a little more what that means and really why it's important to all of us on Hilton Head Island?
Sustainability is living your life in such a way that you have the natural resources and natural services that the earth provides, and you use them wisely so that the next generation also has those available.
And why is it important?
It's important because if we don't do that, and in a lot of cases now, scientists agree that we are not living sustainable lives right now. You can take our water use, for example. We are depleting our underground water aquifers so that we have a lot of problems around Hilton Head Island with saltwater intrusion, saltwater getting into the wells and making it undrinkable. And that's because we've pumped too much out of that aquifer, and it allows the pressure on the outside to allow the salt water to enter it. So it's important on a lot of levels, but that's just one example.
How is sustainability linked to our quality of life?
Well, most people would agree that one of the big things that dictates our quality of life is our overall health. And so our health is pretty much dictated by the health of the environment. And so if we have very bad air quality, for example, we have a lot of carbon particulates in it, we have ground level ozone. Those things contribute to us developing conditions such as asthma, emphysema, and heart conditions. And so the better we treat our environment, the cleaner we keep our environment, the better our overall health is and our quality of life.
Okay, so there are a number of reasons to want to be sustainable, for a town to want to be sustainable.
That's correct.
How did Hilton Head come to decide they wanted to have a sustainability coordinator? What sort of led to that?
Well, we have goals that Town Council sets out every year for us, and the goals for the next 20 years include three of the things that go along with sustainability, that play into sustainability. There are economic goals, there are social goals, and there are environmental goals. And those three things are the foundation of sustainability. They all play into sustainability. They're all linked together. And so when you have good environmental protection, then more people want to live here, more people want to visit here. That bolsters your economy. You have a better quality of life, and so that bolsters your social fabric.
All right, excellent plans. So what are some of the projects you're currently working on?
Some of the things I'm working on right now, I just finished a sustainability report that kind of gives the history of what we've done on the island so far to be sustainable, and laying out a plan for the future so that we know where we're going with the sustainability plan that we have. I am working on some sea turtle monitoring during the nesting season, and also on monitoring piping plovers, which are a very endangered shorebird that come and spend the winter here on Hilton Head Island. We are working on an alligator safety program with Shipyard Plantation that we're going to be taking island-wide and teaching everybody why it's important to not do certain things around alligators, because they are big predatory animals, and even though they might look nice and cute to some people, we really shouldn't be doing some of the things we do around them. It makes them dangerous and results in them being killed. The other thing that we're working on right now is a web page. We're going to have a sustainability web page for our website at the town of Hilton Head Island. And so we're trying to get together information that everybody can use, whether you're a resident, a visitor, or a business on the island. There'll be information on that website about what steps you can take. And in most cases, these are very small steps to make your life better, to make it greener, to make it healthier, and to be more sustainable.
So this is something that's important to every aspect of our island. For
It
our
is.
schools, our students, tourism, business owners. It really involves everybody.
It involves the whole community.
And how did you get involved in it? Sounds like you know quite a bit about if you just got named to this position.
I am a biologist, and so I've been studying the environment for a long time in this area. I started down here in 1972 looking at sea turtles. So over the years, I've really been involved in barrier island ecology and what the environment means to humans and how we're connected to the environment. And again, that's something that I think we've lost, unfortunately, is that connection to the environment and the fact that what happens in the environment is going to affect us, whether it's good or bad.
We're really lucky to have you here on Hilton Head Island and working on this issue. Is it something you ever envisioned yourself doing?
Actually, I think at one point in time I was studying to be a veterinarian, and I was going to be a wild animal vet. So I wanted to work in Africa. And then
A little bit of a detour.
I think so, a little bit different here.
Then I had a very influential teacher at one point in my life when I was in graduate school, and he got me all fired up about reptiles and amphibians. So I switched over to reptiles and amphibians, and if you don't know it, we have one of the highest biodiversity of reptiles and amphibians in the world here in South Carolina.
So a lot of things involving on our little 12-mile island.
That's right.
Well, thank you very much for being with us today.
You're welcome.
And we will be back with some more 843 TV, where communities come to speak.